Sam Altman's big bet on AI. How he plans to build a chip empire with billions of dollars. Sam Altman is the boss of OpenAI, a research organization that aims to create artificial intelligence, AI, that can benefit humanity. But he has another vision. He wants to start his own company that makes the chips that power AI. And he doesn't want to make just a few chips. He wants to make a lot of them in many factories around the world. This is a huge challenge. It will cost a lot of money and take a lot of time. That's why he went to Davos, Switzerland. There, he talked about his bold plan. Bloomberg reported that Altman is looking for investors who can give him the billions of dollars he needs for this chip adventure. Altman, who is 38 years old, is thinking big. He wants to build a network of factories that can make these chips. But making these chips is not cheap. It can cost tens of billions of dollars to set up one factory that can make the latest and best chips. And Altman wants to make more than one. He wants to make several of them, which will take even more money and time. He has asked some of the richest and most powerful people in the world to help him, such as Sheikh Tanun bin Zayed Al Nahyan from the UAE, the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, and SoftBank. Sheikh Tanun is not just a regular investor. He is the brother of the UAE president, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, and he also works as the national security advisor. He controls some of the UAE's biggest investment funds. You might have heard of OpenAI, the company that created ChatGPT, the amazing chatbot that can talk about anything. Well, they have a big problem. They need more chips. Not the crunchy kind, but the tiny ones that power their AI models. And they're not alone. Everyone wants more AI chips these days because they're the key to making smarter and faster machines. But there's a catch. AI chips are hard to make and expensive to buy. That's why OpenAI's boss, Sam Altman, has a bold idea. He wants to build his own chip factories. And he's not wasting any time. He's already talking to some big investors and chip makers in the Middle East and Taiwan, hoping to raise billions of dollars for his project. Why is he doing this? Well, he thinks that AI is the future, and he doesn't want to depend on anyone else for his chips. He wants to make sure that OpenAI has enough computing power to keep innovating and pushing the boundaries of AI. And he might have a secret customer in mind, his own company. Some insiders say that OpenAI could be the first one to use Altman's chips if he succeeds. But Altman is not the only one who's making waves in the AI world. There's also Google's DeepMind, the team behind AlphaGo, the AI that beat the world champion of Go, a complex board game. They have a new creation, AlphaGeometry, an AI that can solve really hard geometry problems. And when I say hard, I mean Olympiad-level hard. That's the competition where the best young math whizzes from around the world show off their skills. Geometry is a tough challenge for AI because it's not just about numbers and words. It's also about shapes, angles, and logic. You need to be able to visualize and reason about geometric objects and their properties. And you need to be able to prove your answers using formal rules and symbols. That's why DeepMind came up with a clever solution. They combined two types of AI, one that's good at guessing and one that's good at proving. The first one is a language model, like ChatGPT, that can predict what comes next in a sequence. The second one is a symbolic engine, an AI that can manipulate symbols and follow logical rules. Together, they form AlphaGeometry, an AI that can think creatively and rigorously about geometry. DeepMind tested AlphaGeometry on 30 geometry problems from the Olympiads, and it did really well. It solved 25 of them, which is almost as good as a human gold medalist. The previous best AI, made by a Chinese mathematician in 1978, only solved 10. That's a huge improvement. Even some experts were surprised by how fast AlphaGeometry learned and solved the problems. DeepMind thinks that AlphaGeometry is a big step forward for AI reasoning and mathematics. They say that it shows that AI can not only solve problems, but also discover and verify new knowledge. They hope that AlphaGeometry will inspire more research and applications in math, science, and AI. And they're sharing their code and model with the world, so anyone can try it out. AlphaGeometry is a new AI system from DeepMind that can solve hard geometry problems, like the ones in the International Mathematical Olympiad. It uses a combination of a language model, which can generate new geometric elements, and a symbolic engine, which can apply logical rules to find proofs. The team behind AlphaGeometry had to create their own data set of millions of diagrams and proofs to train the language model. Some experts think this is a big achievement for AI, because it shows that it can reason and discover new knowledge in math. They also think it could be useful for other fields that need geometry, such as computer vision, architecture, and physics. But AlphaGeometry is not perfect yet. It can only handle basic math, not the more advanced stuff that university students learn. The researchers want to extend their approach to other areas of math and show that AI can do deep reasoning. Android Auto is a feature that lets you use your phone's apps on your car's screen. Google has just announced some new AI features for Android Auto that will make it safer and easier to use while driving. For example, if you get a long text or a group chat message, Android Auto will use AI to summarize it for you, so you don't have to look at your phone. It will also use AI to suggest what you can do next, like reply, call, or navigate. You can do these actions with just one tap, so you don't have to touch your phone. This way, you can stay in touch with your friends and family without getting distracted from the road. I hope you found it as interesting as I did. If you did, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more AI content. Thanks for watching, and see you at the next one.